hair's still wet from the shower. Trying to do that 90s scrunch thing. Probably making it more frizzy than it needs to be. I'm not going to be on here very long today. At least not right now. I will for the gym, but not right now. Trying out different things here. Oh, that looks awful. Awful. I just dropped the cheese on there. That's cool. It's kind of trippy. On to the next. That was wet. So, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be sharing screen, probably, my bad. Probably better. Okay. So today is Fashion Saturday. One of the last days for holosexual. So 64, or sorry. Morning messages were not sent out today. Live sites, TikTok only right now until it gets transferred to YouTube. Weather check is 64 is the high and the low is 40. Morning routine, did a double shampoo today, so that was kind of cool. I'm trying to see if I can do a natural look today. So wardrobe, same. OOTD, no. Cleaning my rings right now, so it's like weird. I feel naked without my ring on. Media management, building the fashion calendar. So editing, ad making, and clips. So we're going to build the fashion calendar And the one thing that I found that worked really well for me with that one, with Google Sites, let me see if I can get it to load. Okay. So here is the Google Sites where you can build your own site for free. I haven't gotten to the actual publish part, so I don't really know if it's 100% free. Alright, scratch that. Couldn't deal with not having them on. Feels pretty good them on. Alright, so Chat GPT. Okay, so we are using Google Sites right now to build a website, and I have multiple layers in this one specifically. So I just started it. Okay, so I took the template for the salon and utilized that one. If you guys have like a salon of your own or whatever, like this template, then you could use that one. This is the one that I chose. So originally I chose it for more like, I was hoping for more of a glam look, but it didn't have that kind of pop that I was looking for. It does have a little bit of it, but it's more geared, like I said, toward the salon. So you have different pages, like this one's a service page. I added the unschooling. This is what I'm building right now. It doesn't look that great. I don't like it. I don't like how the color layout is. And this is the first time I'm ever using ChatGPT to build a website. So yeah. I don't even know how to word it properly. And I don't know how long you can continue to ask ChatGPT questions, because yesterday it gave me a notification that since I used an image, I'm only allowed to use one image every 2 days. So I don't know how long I'll be able to get the coding for all of this. But I'm going to try to work from scratch and kind of go from there. And like I said, I don't know how to build a website. I'm having ChatGPT do it for me. So for free, you can use Google Sites. I do have a section for the firewood. For those of you who follow my regular social media or my regular lives, we do offer sponsor a load. If you guys are interested in that, it's $80 a load, a truckload of firewood to someone in need this fall winter, specifically within 100 miles of Statesville, North Carolina. We have this site that I just started. I do need to add other like payment sites, but on my link tree in my bio, at the very top, you have, I think it's like Cash App and Venmo. I think there's a PayPal that you can donate right there directly through my link tree. But I'm currently building out this website right now. It doesn't have the correct information on there officially yet, but I'm just walking you guys through this site and what I've done so far. And like I said, I haven't added anything but those 2 pages, and I haven't messed with the pages that were already previously there in the template in Google Sites. So right now I'm just building in ChatGPT and then copy and pasting to Google Sites. And that's what this is. That's what the unschooling is. That's what the firewood is. But you see this section right here, this was all built out by ChatGPT. So, so yeah, it's a free site for you guys to go check out. ChatGPT is free, as well as Google Sites is free. And all you have to do, like say for example, I'm currently, for today, building this specific fashion calendar, right? So I want to, like from scratch, from my imagination. I haven't built it yet. The original one that I had built, or tried to build, was in Canva, as you guys already know. I'm trying to build it from scratch with ChatGPT. So I just am telling it a command, basically, saying create a fashion calendar website. So it's going to build me the code for it, okay? That has product images with pricing, availability, or pricing, sorry, I got to use my grammar here, comma, availability, comma. I don't know, what else should I put on here? Like, what would you put for, if you had a business, if you wanted to start creating a website for a business, what would you want on the business site? You know what I mean? How would you word that in a way where it would actually build it the way that you want to, so you don't have to keep going back in? Because one thing that I did notice in the HTML page creation was I had to keep going back in and readjusting certain code to get it just right. You know what I mean? And you're going to have to, you know, finagle with it for a little while. Alright, fashion calendar website that has product images with pricing, availability, payment, site, I'll put Cash App, Venmo, oops, say PayPal, so those seem to be my three. Y'all can try Zelle, I don't know, whatever you guys use. Yeah, so it has that, and a contact list, or contact, it has contact information, sorry, I'm thinking of the right way to say it, information at the bottom, period. Make the theme black and red to go along with my theme for Nevermore. Make the theme black and red, and try and think. What do I want it to look like? Do I want the buttons animated? Do I want it to look like fabric? And make the page look like fabric. With fabric with lace. Yeah. Bam. And it's going to ask you questions, just to, you know, fill you out, kind of thing. So as you can see, it says, got it, that sounds like a sleek, luxurious fashion calendar site with a black and red lace fabric aesthetic and a built-in a way to browse fashion items, see prices, check availability, and order through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Before I generate the full site code, can you clarify a few details? That way I can tailor it perfectly. Website name, brand title, what should appear in the header, for example, the Fashion Diary, Lace and Lux, or your own brand name. Okay, so for one, I'm going to say Nevermore Academy Fashion Calendar. Okay, so 2 is product type. Are these fashion calendar products like themed monthly looks or an actual fashion items, clothes, accessories shown on a calendar style layout? That's a good question. Because I want them to be able to do both. So I am going to say both. Make the images purchasable. Is that a word? Not the image. Make the images I want to say clickable. I can't even spell it. Clickable to add to a cart. There. Okay. 3. Oops. is images. Would you like me to use sample placeholder product images so you can later replace them, or do you have your own images upload? I'm going to say to use sample images that I can change later, because if I do the images in here, it's going to lock me out after the first picture. So, for style vibe, more elegant and feminine lace, think couture, boudoir, sorry, or edgy and modern black and red streetwear style. Duh. If I didn't do this, it wouldn't be my style. Contact info, should I include an email, phone, or a contact form? Contact form. That I can change later. Because I don't have like a business. Okay, once I have those uploaded, the complete polish issue, I'll say with CCS, including these texture, background, and payment integration buttons. Bam. Thinking. And just let it build it for you. I mean, it literally builds it out. Code line for line and everything. It's fucking awesome. It's crazy, but it's awesome. And y'all know how much I hate AI. But, to be fair, if it's used properly, it can benefit you. Just like most things in life. But anyways. Oh, I didn't specify how many products. That's another thing, too. If you leave it too general, this thing's going to come up with the most wildest shit you've ever seen in your life. Or the most basic thing that you've ever seen in your life. So, I don't know. We're about to test this. I'm waiting for it to finish the lines of code here. Now, mind you, yeah, I mean, this is kind of copy and paste. Well, it is copy and paste. But, I don't know how to build a website, and most of us don't. So why not, for free, utilize a service that's available for you to make your life a little bit simpler? And like I said, this Google Sites, as far as I know, I don't know what happens once I publish it, because I'm afraid to click that button, to be honest with you. I don't want to get charged for nothing, and I don't want it to delete anything. And I also am not ready to publish, so I'm not going to click publish before I'm ready. But to be fair, I do kind of wonder if they charge you once you publish, if there's like a payment thing. So we'll find out about that. But, okay, it looks like it's on. Oh, it's done. Okay. Created a single file webpage for Nevermore Academy fashion calendar in the canvas titled that single page. What I included: black and red boudoir lace fabric aesthetic, calendar style grid with sample product images. Click images to add items to the cart, which is what I wanted them to do. Working cart, add, move, remove quantity, and a total, which is fucking awesome because I didn't even tell it to do that. Sample payment buttons, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, placeholder links that you can swap, contact form you can edit later. All images are placeholder URLs that you can replace easily. See, another reason why I wanted to do this is because I do have an Amazon affiliate link that I can utilize product links directly from Amazon in my own fucking website. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to direct people specifically to my website, so that way everything that I'm connected to, I can get a commission off of, and it's funneled all to me. So, so open the Canvas file to view or edit the full HTML. Want me to replace the placeholder payment links with your real pay me handles now? Did I tell it? I can't remember if I told it. See, this is another thing too. It's really kind of creepy. Is ChatGPT kind of knows you before you tell it anything? It's kind of weird. Add a model, product detail view, product categories, or a printable calendar export. Okay. Yes. Swap the placeholder images for any images that you upload. You can attach them here. I'm not putting them in here. Thanks for trying. Yes. Replace placeholder. Or well, I'm live, so I can't do that. Make placeholder handles changeable later. Okay. So, since I don't feel like typing that whole fucking thing again. Why does that say, why is that spelled like that? That looks wrong. Model? Ah, that's weird. Anyways, okay. And again, you're gonna have to like wait a minute for it to completely re-download. But I'll show you guys here in just a second exactly what it ends up looking like. So I'm gonna insert a page, new page, and I'm gonna title it Fashion Calendar. Okay, and then in here, sorry, come on, man. Okay. In here, I'm gonna move y'all way over. Okay. I would add, or insert, sorry, embed and embed code. And this is where I'm going to transfer from this, whatever ChatGPT gives me, I'm going to transfer and dump that information into, or embed the information into the new site. So it's a free site. Both of them are free. And for those of you who are small business owners, I don't know about y'all, but I don't think I would have the money to pay somebody to build a website for me. And this seems pretty good for first time users, first starters, you know. So we're gonna try this. I'm waiting for it to finish the code. And like I said, you don't have to really even know anything. Like, I don't know how to do these codes. I mean, I know enough to go back and like edit some of it, but not enough to really be able to tell you exactly what this is saying. You know what I mean? Like, I can't read code. If y'all can read code, that's great. You guys will have a lot better of a chance in the future than I ever would. But, so I'm hoping that this is done building the code for the website. And the thing is with this is it keeps asking you if you want to add stuff. So you really have to think about, like, okay, well, how do I want it to look? You know, kind of thing. So I'm just going to copy where we're at right now, and then I'll come back to what this says down here in a minute, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm taking this code, right? This thing will go up. All right, so this is the code, lines of code that GPT had given me for the website. I'm going to transfer this over to Google Sites. I'm going to embed the code. So basically I'm just copying and pasting, right? Hitting next. It's going to give me a little image of what it kind of looks like. So I'm going to just insert it. I want to see what it looks like once I'm actually live with it. So I'm going to move this over. You do have to do a little bit of editing. I don't want to say small amount, but for me, I learned that you have to kind of like stretch the canvas kind of deal. So, and I'm going to end the bottom of the page right there. Okay. So, where's the actual calendar though? I like how it gave me a basic layout. I don't see the lace per se. I see something. I just don't. I can't really tell because the lighting on my thing is awful and my vision sucks. So, okay. So there we go. We have the copy and paste over to this, and like I said, it's very, very basic. So I kind of want it. It's very like blocky. I don't know. It seems a little weird to me. Plus the fact that this over here is twice. That I don't like. So I want to take that and keep that, but I want to get rid of this. And the thing is until you publish it, it's not live. So you have the chance to go back and re-edit it. Like I can edit the code right here if I wanted to go back and specifically, you know, edit one part of it. Like say for example, let's see. I don't know why it says this right here because it doesn't show it. I just see. Hold on, let me see if it's hidden. Okay, not hidden. No, not hidden. What's below this line of code? Is there anything? Okay, so it's telling me that there is. Okay, so total amount include note with your item. Description, swap images. Okay, for some reason it didn't render properly. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna have to go in and like readjust some things, but so far so good. No, come on now. My computer is so slow. The user's even slower. Alright, come on now. Alright, so there's that. I'm kind of bummed that it doesn't like, I can't really see on my screen. Does it have like blocks? Let's see. Alright, editable payment handle, stored local storage, you can change them anytime. Model product detail, bigger image description, quantity, add to cart, product categories with filter buttons, printable calendar, export. Opens a print phone window, triggers a browser, print dialog. Ability to replace placeholder images locally, open a product model, use change product images to upload image from your computer. It will replace that product's image in the calendar and cart files are read locally, nothing is uploaded to a server. Okay. Open the Canvas document to see the single file HTML, pre-fill the payment handle fields with your real handles now. Add a small admin panel to reorder products or set which calendar dates each products appear on. Okay. So this is a little bit more detailed than I thought it was going to be. I was trying to keep it simple, but that doesn't seem to be working. Alright. And plus, I don't think... Okay, I specifically asked for it to have a material image. That's another thing too. It's slightly aggravating. Alright, so make backgrounds look like, what is that, damask? Black and red. Damask with buttons highlighted red. No, the mask seems to be fine. Sleek art deco design, actually, instead of more of like a goth look. Remove editable payment handles section. I don't want to remove the buttons. I guess I'll just leave this for right now. And I'm just run with that for right now. I'm going to try to see what that looks like. I'm going to delete the other one. So this is what the original one looks like, okay? Like I said, I hate the fact that this is twice. I don't know if that's just there for me to fill out and then this will attach, and then once it's live it'll look different. I don't know. But I'm going to let ChatGPT build out the code for me real quick and edit the code that's already there. Now mind you, this may or may not work, this transference may or may not work as accurately as I'm hoping it will, but we're going to try it. And we're going to try and trial and error that shit, right? Until we get it right. And like I said, I've been trying to use Canva, but I suck at building a website. And I don't have the money to pay somebody else to do it. So I'm going to try to use this and see how it does. I'm just going to run with that. Alright, so that's copied. I'm trashing that. Let's see. Embed code over here. Copy and freaking paste that shit. That's what I do. Okay, it already looks a little bit better so far. Alright, I'm just going to insert it because I can't. There we go, that looks better. Much better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much better. Okay. Now I can actually see the products. That's a lot. Yes, that's much more what I wanted. Alright. That's actually really awesome that I did that. Come on. My computer does not like this. Now, I know that's not the bottom of the page. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, well, there we go. That's a lot better than anything I've made. So there's the fashion calendar. Now all I have to do is upload imagery. I do have to insert my actual, you know, personal information for those of you who want to purchase directly through the site. So I'm excited. This looks great. I like this. Not real sure what this is. I think this is more for me. Yeah, it's an admin panel. Well, yeah, I did tell it to do that, didn't I? But that's more for me. That's not for customers. So I don't know. I might add an admin panel to like an admin page and then just have this be the customer page. What's the code? I need to change those two. So, okay. So, there's the pay me handles, cart items, value, elements. Hold on, I'm looking back through the code so I can see where I would. Okay, so I'm almost there. It's chiffon and slips, corsets. Okay, so velvet corset is down there, so it should be right up here. Here's cash app, email message. Okay, so it's the right side. Product calendar day, and then it should be titling. Reorder product, reposition, placeholder. Maybe not. Okay, that's weird. That's a cart. Oh, it's on the right side. Checkout, checkout, checkout. My bad. Should be up here somewhere. Month October. Print calendar. That's up at the top. I'm looking specifically for this panel and this panel. So Nevermore. Here it is. Okay, so Beautiful collection. That calendar top month, previous month. Filter. Calendar grid. Class cart. Total, PayPal, checkout, cash app. Maybe it's above this. Add to cart. New order. Assigned day. Placeholder. Send message. Let's go up more. Admin panel, planning. Hit body. Hold on. Where is this? Tell me if I went past it, please. Why can I not find this in here? Column, column, column. Filter, wrap, calendar. Radius, border box shadow. Nevermore Academy, Bloomer Fashion Calendar and Shop. So top. Okay, so here's the top. There's the actual naming. Okay, so there's that. Where is this next set of words? Why can I not find it? Okay, spacing. Wrap, grid, calendar. Calendar top. Flex wrap. Grid. Product pointer. Image, price, availability. Why can I not find tabs? Sticky tab. starting bottom, weight, checkout margin, footer, input. I feel like it's up. Ah, here we go. Category. Okay, all dresses corsets. Oops, maybe, hold on. Category. I'm just gonna put shoes. Hold on. Trying to separate by what I already have. Hope it doesn't mess it up too much. Alright, so next. So let me see. Alright, so we're going to save it. Let's see how much it changed. Okay. Alright, so I did it right. Okay, good. So as you can see, I changed the titling to fall winter, and then I changed it from boudoir to dresses and shoes. I'll change this titling later also once I change the imagery and like each portion of this. So, but there you go, you guys. You got to watch me build a website here in like what, less than 30 minutes? Yeah, less than 30 minutes I built a website for y'all. Just as an example of what you could do for yourselves today. So for those of you who are small business owners or up and coming, or you know, we're trying to lean a little bit more towards, you know, actual entrepreneurship towards the end of the year. So if you are looking to become an entrepreneur, maybe a side hustle, maybe you're just wanting to sell your clothes. Maybe you have items in your house. Maybe you want to have a virtual yard sale. It's a thing. So, and I don't know about y'all, but I don't like getting charged like third-party fees for everything that I sell. So as much as I can kind of just, you know, filter that money back to me would be great. So, especially, you know, when there's a lot of fees with all these different sites. So, but, you know, at least then you guys have something to work with. And like I said, today was a Fashion Saturday calendar building day anyways, so that's what we did. We built a fashion calendar. I'll be going through and editing, making ads and clips and stuff like that, so if you guys are on my social media, you'll get to see that. I have been multi-posting, especially for those of you who are on my Instagram. My apologies, I'm sure it gets annoying. But you'll be seeing a lot more of me soon. So, editing, and like I said, Amazon, I'm going to connect Amazon, Whatnot, and eBay, all of my seller sites directly back to this web page. So, even though I'm not ready yet to be completely an entrepreneur, I still have to use third-party sites. So I'm trying to filter it all to one location that I can send you to. Like a link tree but live. So, let's see. So house chores today's is linen, windows, and doors. Like I said, Fashion Saturday's big book calendar. We just built it. Lit arts. I want you guys to make something today. Try to make something. Do something that you used to do when you were younger, maybe even when you were a kid. And I want you to show me or tell me about it. So, you know, I always say, make sure that you're doing self-care every single day as much as possible too. So, especially in this crazy world that we live in. We are getting ready to go to the gym, so we'll be doing the +1 routine. I've been adding my daily treadmill stats to social media. Basically, just keeping myself accountable. I have gotten from 220 down to 212, so I've lost 10 pounds. And mind you, I've been working out every other day for a year, and the only time that I've lost weight was within this past like 2 months. So yeah, keep at it. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than others, and that's okay. Thrifting, most likely, I mean, we haven't been doing a lot of thrifting here lately, so same thing today. Tonight's supper, I'm not real sure yet what we're going to do, but we did get groceries, so I'm going to have to meal plan. I know I said that yesterday, and I'm like procrastinating. Yeah. So, but clean up and water garden. I found out today that the more you bury your peppers, the better they are. So, mom that shit. So I'll be doing that. Tonight's nightly routine, soak your feet. If you guys haven't done that in a long time, you might want to consider it today. Your feet are the base of all of that you do, and for those of us who are into that kind of thing. And let's see. And power down. Maybe make yourself a charging station or something that you can do to enjoy an evening of relaxation tonight. So, if you guys want to, you can join me here in just a few minutes in the gym. I'll be going over to Planet Fitness and doing about an hour of treadmill. So, so if you guys want to, feel free to join me here in a few minutes. Watch out for my live, and I'll see you when I see you. Until I see you again, check out all my social media, and behave.